Just take about 10 more seconds after this. So go live. Okay, so we're streaming. Let's just make sure that that's live on the Facebook page. We are live on the 30 Days to Healthy, Happy You group. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'd like to introduce you to my wonderful friend, Sally Reed from Sally Reed Fitness. And she's going to take us through an express Pilates session now for about half an hour. Sally, thank you so much. Super excited. So take it away.
Thanks, Sarah. So I hope you can all hear me all right, those that are following on Zoom. So even if you are completely new to Pilates or you've done lots of Pilates, this is just a really open class just to get you moving, bit of activity, especially if it's breaking up your day from any working from home, that sort of scenario that we're in at the moment. And I'll go through each exercise one step up at a time. So we'll go through the basic level for each one, and then I'll add layers. If you want to follow me with those layers, go for it. If you want to just keep it at the foundation level because it's new, stick there. So I'll keep reminding you as we go through. So hopefully you've got a bit of space to move. We're going to start standing. So if you need to adjust your camera, that. We're just going to first think about our alignment. So we're just placing those feet on the floor and think about the second and third toe lining up with our patella. So we're lifting up through that spine, stacking that spine nice and clearly, and thinking about where those shoulders are. So we're going to start with holding on to our shoulders. Okay, so we're just gently rocking forwards and back and feeling a bit of tactile cueing into the floor, the weight distribution across those feet. So gentle rock forward, maybe lifting up the heels, then lifting up the toes, then go in a circle. And notice what's going on in your center. So centering ourselves, pulling in the abdominals just to 30%, nothing too big. So we're helping to brace those abdominals straight away. Fantastic. Then we're going to just stop in the center and begin with those shoulders. So how are those shoulders feeling today? I hope they are feeling not as tense as mine are feeling. It's been a busy morning. So just open up the back, open up those shoulders. And if you want to start softening through the knees, lifting up and opening out, we're going to think about that breath. So as we breathe in, we're going to raise those arms up. And as we breathe out through the mouth, lower those arms down. So just going up and down. That's it, nice and easy. Keep those knees running forwards. Just waking up those shoulders. Well done, everyone, I can see. Lovely. Then we're going to place the hands on the hips, and we're literally just going to do, I'll go sideways on, some lower back work just straight away. So we're just tucking that pelvis, posterior underneath, and then releasing back. So we're just doing a little tuck and then a release. And it should feel like a bit of a stretch into that lower back if that's where you might hold any tension. Very, very normal. We're just releasing that each time. That's one quick exercise, just rocking under and then releasing. Good. And then from here, we're lifting up one heel and placing it down. So we're just giving each side of the back a bit of a stretch there. Breathing in, breathing out, just in our natural way. Lovely. Well done. And let's come up to our shoulders again, this time crossing the arms. We're just going to have a little spine twist. This is a really good detoxing exercise with the breath. So we're breathing in. As we breathe out, we're going to twist, keeping the hips front, round one side, back through center, breathing in, then go the other way, breathing out and breathing in. If this feels too compact, go back to this version where we were earlier. That's nice and easy, just twisting around, thinking about that breath each time, breathing in to return, breathing out to release. I'm just giving you options with those arms so you can take it to your level. Excellent. Keep that going. So we should be feeling a little twist through that waist as we go. Very nice. And then we're going to release and open those arms. So we should be feeling those arms getting a bit of a warm up now. We're going to fold them through and in front and then open them up out again. So folding in, bending the knees, tucking that pelvis under, then opening up. It should feel quite a nice release. That thoracic region, the middle back is now getting a little massage. as we open. One more. Well done. Let's go over the top. We're going to reach the sides now. Breathing out, then breathe in to return. Other way. Create that space to be able to breathe deeper and let go of that tension. So just keep it nice and easy. Don't have to take it all the way over if it's too much. One more each side. Excellent, fabulous. And then release. Let's just warm up those hips a bit. So we're going to raise the knee. If you need to hold onto a side, stable chair, whatever you have, we'll just look forward, eyes on the horizon. We're releasing the right leg up, breathing out, then breathing in to come down. That's all we're doing. Just ease them out. I'm going really slowly, building up. You can add the arm, opposite arm, like a big march ahead. Let's try it to the side. Lateral flexion. So we're just giving our body a chance to think about what's going on in that center, what's going on in that waist. One more each side. Fabulous. I can see some really graceful moves there. Now we're going to go to the back. So we're just going to take the toe. You can keep the toe in contact with the floor if you like. Then close it in, bending the knees. Then release the other way. Yeah, so you can just have that hip extension. Just take that toe off the floor. Just ease it out. So I'm just introducing these moves to you. We're going to put that into a little sequence next. Last move, hands on hips. We're just opening out those knees. Place it back. So draw a little rainbow with that knee. Nice. Excellent. Should feel quite nice, actually. Open up those hips. We all need a bit of that. Okay, let's put them together. So we're going to start with the knees in front. Hip flexion, down, then to the side. That's it. So feel really tall. Head's going up to the ceiling. Now to the back. So just feeling like you're getting a little standing workout here. Now open up. One knee, then the other knee. Let's go through that one more time. So we're going up in front and down. You should feel a little bit more heat into the body by moving these limbs in a different direction. It's a bit of brain gym, midday brain gym. Keep that going. And then open up, circle those knees out and back. Fabulous. Okay, we're going to come down to the floor slowly. So we're going to go, I'm going to go sideways on so you can see me. I'm going to have space to walk out towards the floor. So if you do need to adjust your camera, do that now. So again, just check your alignment with your feet, hip distance apart. Yeah. And we're lifting up tall again. We're going to just work through the spine first of all. So a bit more mobility and then into some strengthening. So big deep breath in, reach those arms up. And then as you breathe out, we're coming down through the spine. Head is leading, arms are following, bend those knees, put the weight into the feet. And then we're going to walk into the floor. So hands underneath those shoulders, knees underneath those hips. That's where we want to be. Okay, just round that spine, tucking under just to get the alignment clear. Breathing out, feel that stretch. You might go deeper with it now that we're in this position. Release it so we're still holding tension in that tummy. And then we're going to go into some push-ups. We're going to bend those elbows and drop the head forward of the hands. Breathing out, then lift back. So just giving those arms a bit of work. And release. So this is the box press up. So it's fairly straightforward. You should feel the weight work into the back of the arms. We can widen the hands to feel less pressure into those arms. We can narrow the arms to feel more work. So you can take it to your level. Just two more. Breathing out. Breathing in. One more here. And release. Excellent. Have a little stretch back. You've worked the back with all that standing work, so we'll just have a little stretch away, reach those arms ahead of you. And then we're going to come back to our box. So if you are somebody that has sore wrists from doing any sort of work into using your body weight, make a fist instead. So this is another option. When we do this next exercise, you might want to try. So still keeping those legs hip distance apart. We're going to take one leg at a time, draw the shoulders down, Take one leg, slide it back, breathing out. Slide it back in, breathing in. And change sides. And breathe in. Good. So you've got a real sense of this gliding action with the breath. And we're just taking it to where we feel comfortable. And we're mindful of the back, keeping as still as possible with those hips. If we're feeling confident with this, we can take the leg a little bit higher and bring it back in. And back in, but only to hip height. I wouldn't go too much further. And think about that extension through the whole leg. We can take the opposite arm. This is the layering I was talking about. You can add some progression. So keep the eye line on the floor, but keep gliding. So this is the swimming exercise. Excellent. Check those knees are in a really good position. It's very easy to bring them too far close together and then you have a little wobble. So brilliant work I can see from everyone joining us. So keep that gliding action. You should feel the work now. It gets much more intense the more you're here. And a progression from this point is to hold out. So breathe in and out with that extension, then glide it back in. And once again, breathing out, hold, breathe in and out, glide it back in. So there's a little bit longer to indulge and work that lower back in this position. Last one. Well done. Have a little stretch, rounding that spine. I'm going to come all the way onto our fronts now. So I'm just walking you through a set of exercises that you could maybe do in a lunch break, again, when you need to have some time out. So we're opening up those arms into a horseshoe shape. So big open 90-degree angle. And we're going to make sure that we've relaxed the lower half of the body by turning those toes in and releasing those heels out. And if you can, measure up those elbows so they're in line with the shoulders. So looking to the floor, breathing in. As we breathe out, we're going to push into the forearms and just lift a mini cobra position. So it's our mini swan in the case of Pilates. And then come back down, breathing in. And as you come up, think about the shoulder blades drawing in towards each other as you go. Breathe into lower. Once again, breathing out and lower. So we should be feeling that work into the back. It's going to be hard for me to see people there because you're lying down. Yeah, so lovely lift up. And think of it like a float because we're going to add some layers to this now. So if that feels quite comfortable for you, I want you now to come up, raising the arms up with you. So they come off the floor. Okay, so as you breathe out, float up and keep those arms in line with your peripheral vision. Then breathe in to come down. And again, breathing out, breathing in. And you can feel that work a little bit more strongly. So if it's too intense, stick with those arms on the floor. If it's feeling okay, let's keep there. Last layer, breathing out, we're reaching those arms forward. Breathing in, we retract the shoulders back. Breathing in, we come down. So we've got up, forward, glide those arms, pull back slowly, come down. So match that pattern with your breath. Breathing in here, breathing out. You might come up a bit higher, then come down. Last time. And if you're anything like me, you should feel a bit more heat at this point. And then come down. Well done. We're going to lie on our sides now. So we're coming into our side posture. So I hope you've got enough room there, wherever you are. And we're lining up those hips with those feet. So just a short time on the side. Relax your lower half of the body into that lower arm. And you've got options with your hand. So your fingertips can be in contact with the mat. Or you can have the hand resting on the thigh as well. So that's an option too. Okay, so we're breathing in. As we breathe out, we're going to float the top leg just to hip height bring it down. And this is your little indicator to see where your distribution of weight is. If you're rocking backwards too much or forwards, line yourself up. Imagine you've got 2 planes of glass holding you in place either side. And if this feels too awkward, bend that lower leg so you've got a bit more focus on your balance and control. But challenge yourself if you're ready to by lifting up top leg. Excellent. Hold it at the top here. And we're going to take this leg forward. So side kick, forward, and then flex to come back. So it's just a short kicking action. And you can take it to your range of movement. So again, bending that knee will give you more range. And it stretches out not just the hamstrings, but those ankles as well. And if you've got both legs lined up here, you will find you're having to work that core at the same time. Just a few more here. 2. 1. And coming down. Well done. Bring those knees in. Have a little massage if it's been a bit sore from doing that outside leg work. Put weight into the hands. Lift yourself up to sitting. The legs can be in front or folded, whatever you're more comfy. Excellent. Are we all right? Thumbs up if we're okay. Yes, good. So let's go back to that spine twist. So I've been working all around the back, into the hips, and now I'm coming round into those side oblique muscles again. So we're here. So breathing in, breathing out to twist. So just the same way we did this exercise standing. Now think how different it feels when you're in this seated posture. If you prefer, those legs in front just gives you a bit more freedom with the arms as well. You can take them up into the horseshoe and just focus on that breath. Breathing in. So we've returned. I'm going to develop this now because we've done this already, and it's going to involve flexing forwards with those arms and the spine. So we're coming forward, breathing out, breathing in to come back. Yeah, so we're just going through flexion and then extension up. Nice. So we're going to put those 2 together. If you have got your legs folded, this is a good time to try extending them in front. And we're going to put those 2 different planes of movement together. So we're here, breathing in, breathing out, twist. Breathing in center, breathing out, reach. Breathing in center, other way, twist, rotate. Back, reach forwards. Okay, so that could be where you want to be. We're going to do a few more repetitions, and I'm going to add 1 more layer if you fancy it for a challenge when you get to this point. So we're going to take those arms out to the side, and we're going to widen those legs a little bit further apart. So we're going to breathe in and reach towards the opposite toe. Lift back and rotate the other way. So we're adding those 2 planes of movement again, but we're changing them to be a little bit more challenging and to focus on one side. So this is called the saw. So you're cutting the air with the knife edge of your hand and working through rotation and flexion in one hit. So it's a good all-rounder. You will feel it in your arms, you will feel it in your hamstrings, and it feels good. It's a good stretch to do. Well done. Can we do 1 more each side to finish? Excellent. Some lovely gliding actions going on. For those I can see, well done. And have a little rest. Whew, do we feel that in the arms? Have a little mermaid stretch. And the other way. And then we're going to line up onto our sides the other way around. So the other leg on top. Lie yourself down. Lengthen out and think about hips stacked on top of one another. Hand to support. Leg underneath to support if you need to. Head is relaxed. Let's just layer up some hip work on the other side. Now this might feel different depending on your muscular balance, so just work through slowly. This is just to get a feel for where your position is. If your legs are too far behind you, this will feel very unstable. So check, look down, and make sure you've lined up centrally with those feet. Perfect. And hold that leg up here, just to hip height. We're taking this leg forward now, breathing out. Flex, breathing in. Breathing out, side kick. So you're getting such a massage down those legs as you glide this action with the side kick. And all of these movements are really supportive if you have got any lower back pain, any niggles. This will really help. Last two. Well done. Fabulous. Take it down, bring those knees in, have a little massage if you need it, and we're going to push into the floor to lift us up to sitting again. And this time, we're going to line our feet up so they are hip distance again, and make sure we've got space behind us this time. So if you need to do a bit bum shuffle, give yourself space, breathing in, and we're going to go into our supine exercise. We're going to eventually get down to the floor to finish. Okay, so let's start here first. So that middle back is really key for this exercise. I want you to think about the middle back leading the way as we go down towards the floor and come back up again. So we're going to half roll up, breathing in, lengthen through that spine, breathing out, round that spine, breathing in, lengthen through the spine. So we're keeping it really small to begin with. So this is option one. Think about that chin as we go into that rounded posture, the chin lowers. And as we come up, we lift with the chin as well, yeah? Option two, we release the arms. So the hands are just reaching ahead of us. And we'll keep thinking about that breath pattern. So breathe out to lower. Breathe out to lift. You can lift the arms at the end if you want to. Breathe out to lower. Breathe in to lift. Excellent. So this is the second option. And you can really experiment with going a little bit further. The aim is to keep those feet on the floor. If you don't like this position, try extending the legs to see how that feels for you. Rounded posture and lengthen. Good. Lovely. And check those knees. Make sure they're not drawing in or opening out. And you can layer up with some armography if you like. So lead one elbow back and add a rotation. Then lift up. Other side. Breathe out. Breathe in. So we have that rotation added on, adding more layers to your workout. Last two, one each side. Excellent. Lovely. Have a little forward fold, stretch here. Relax that head. And we're going to end now on the floor. So slide those feet up, find your hip distance, and then we're going to take our time to come all the way down through that spine, onto our backs. Step those feet in, make sure they're not too far away from you, but still apart from each other. So relax those arms. We're going to breathe in. New posture. So just address those shoulders. As you breathe out, slide them down. Check where your core, you can feel your core drawing in each time you breathe out. And just have a little think about those hips, making sure they're resting down into the mat. Breath in again. As you breathe out, we're going to glide one leg up to tabletop. So we're keeping that 90-degree angle, an apple underneath that knee. Breathe in to drop down gently. Change sides. Breathe in to come down. We're going into our knee folds. Yeah, so we're just taking that time to go through, feeling the lower abdominals getting a bit more prepared for them to move. So this is one option with the breath. Second option is to do double knee folds. 1, 1, then down. Yep, so one at a time. We move up, we move down. So there we feel there's much more work happening, bit more of a challenge. You might want to stick with this version or go back to this first version. The next option, we're going to hold those legs up. So point those toes to the ceiling, or sorry, to the wall ahead of you. Those knees are pointed to the ceiling. And we're going to lower one leg towards the floor, breathing out, then breathe in to come back. So this is where it feels like we're working not just our abdominals, but our back as well. So take it where you feel comfortable going. Don't overdo it. Keep it gentle to begin. You can always build on this. You can take the arms above towards the ceiling as well. And you can add the arms if you want to keep the whole body moving. So similar to what we were doing standing now. We're working those hips, we're working the abdominals. And we're keeping those knees in the same position. So we don't want them to come in towards us. We're keeping them in line with those hips. So this really is felt. We should feel this today. Just a few more each side. Keep it going. Choose your options. You've got the full layer, or you could just involve the legs, or just the knee folds. Last one each side. Well done. Fabulous. Bring those knees slowly in to have a little stretch of the back. And we're going to finish on just a few moves to get stretched out. So we're going to keep one knee in, lengthen the other, but float it above the floor so it's extended out ahead of you. Head can stay down, and then we're going to switch. So this is our single leg stretch. Option 1, we lie with the head down and we just exchange with the breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Excellent. We can make this more challenging by going back to that same 90-degree angle with the leg. Yes. You can see lots of extension going on. The next one is to lift the head. So you layer up, working the high up, top abdominals as you're moving. Challenge next is to float the arms so we don't hold onto those legs. If that's too intense, place those hands back on the thighs. That's fine. Next one is to lengthen those legs. This is the finale, everyone. So if it's too much, come down back to flex knees or hold on. Scissor kick. Let's do it. Lovely. Excellent. And then finish off the last one each leg. And draw it in. Well done. Have a good hug with the legs there. I'm going to extend those legs down into the floor. Full body stretch. Arms above the head. Melt into your mat. And deepen those breaths where you are. And then slowly draw the arms down by your side and draw in one leg. Fold it in and hold in towards the chest. So we've got a good extension with that opposite leg. That's the hip flexor stretch right there. And the back stretch on the side that's folded in. Brilliant. If you want to start playing with this leg to stretch more of the back, cross that knee over, keeping the same shoulder on the floor. And then bring it back. And release that leg down into the floor. Other leg comes in. Working the other side now. Stretch across. Brilliant. And then across the body, just as much as you feel comfortable going, keeping that opposite shoulder on the floor. You might feel it into the glutes as well as you hold this. And then coming back, bring both knees up and hold either behind the hamstrings there or lie on your side to bring yourself up to sitting again. We're going to rock up, hopefully no head rush, and cross those legs over. And let's have a little spine twist hold. So we're going to hold on to the opposite knee, look over that shoulder, breathing out. Back round to the other side. Hold that stretch and breathe into it. Really feel yourself inching round a little bit further with the head. And return back. Have a little flex forwards. Drop the chin. And lift the body up. Restack and just give yourself some shoulder rolls. And fold those knees in. And we're just going to finish tucking under with those legs. So I'm just stepping back those knees. And I'm just going to walk, tucking the toes under, those hands into the knees, feet melt into the mat, body drops forwards and hold. Shake out the head. Bend the right knee. Feel that stretch running down the back. And the other side. And both knees. Take your time to restack that spine up all the way to standing. Well done. I hope you're feeling a bit more revived, reset, a bit of an opportunity to have a break.
Thanks so much, Sally.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.